Hello and welcome to Van's channel. It's nice seeing everyone today, and it's been a while since I uploaded a video or do a video, and I decided that it's time from now on. I will try to at least do one video per week, maybe more often, but at least once per week. Um, Today I want to talk about things that, personally, as a young lady growing up, I wish I knew before now I'm in my 30s. And I want other young girls in your teens, in your early 20s, even in their 30s and 40s, because you have some women really get serious about relationship in their 30s and 40s, and that is completely fine because that is what they choose. These are some of the things I personally wish I knew. So if anyone might find this interested, is number one, is self-understanding. Understanding, know myself more. How do you know yourself more? By talking. If you're religious, you can talk to someone in the church environment. Um, by simply taking coaching, it could be personality coaching, it could be relationship coaching, it could be like even talking to a therapist, understanding yourself. What are your traumas? What are your values? What are your norms? What do you expect from yourself? And once you know yourself and your values and goals, you can effectively communicate with that partner, that person that you decide to become serious with. Be open, be honest. It is very crucial to talk about feelings, expectations, and concerns with your partner. And if you're going to talk about your feelings and be open to this person, you have to be able to be trust this person and to be honest, like completely honest. Because a strong relationship that is built on trust is one that can last a while. Be ready to be honest and expect the same from your partner, for that person to trust you and to be honest. Another thing would be conflict resolution. Um, Disagreements are inevitable. Yes. With any person, that and human being on this planet, disagreements will be, and doesn't mean that you disagree with that person is your enemy. I hate you, basically. And you have to understand the concept that, hey, if I, when you're small, and especially I have my son now, and if you don't agree with something that he says or do, then he's and he completely lashes out and behave as it's the end of the world, that my own poor heart gets broken. Understand that. How are you gonna deal with these conflicts? How do you prevent these major conflicts down the road? And if you have a compatible values in life and goal, how do you solve these? How do you solve these problems? How do you solve these conflicts that has arrived? You know, these are some of the things that I wish I had spent time to understand more. And to understand and not to learn them, like as you go along the way, something that you are prepared for. I wish that was what I had prepared myself more about. You know, what are your share values? Share values, for example, religion, money. Religion for me is a big one. Okay, I have find, even myself, we enter into relationships with person that are not religious, and we are wholehearted and deeply religious. And I'm wondering, why would we do that? Why would I do that? You know, because you have the idea of your future husband, spouse, whatever, to be the head of the house, to lead you and love you like how Christ loves the church, right? And this person is not religious. So how he's gonna love you like how Christ loved the church when he doesn't even know who Christ is, you know? This is what I have to ask. How he's gonna pray for you and your child. How he's gonna cover you spiritually. How he's gonna, protect his family with the whole armor of Christ. You know, and this come back to self-control as a woman, because you have to choose the right person. Okay, if you're not religious, it's fine, it's completely fine. But for me, for myself, I ask myself this daily now that I realize, like, hey, wake up. How are you gonna get the blessings from God if you don't do what is right? So yeah. I mean, yeah, you get married, okay. And I before I usually say, I get married, I'm doing the Lord's way. The end. No. That, and I even know that I'm older, I realize that there are two types of marriage. There's one called a business marriage, which, and then you have another one which is called a religious union between God and your husband. So a religious union is between three: God, yourself, and your husband. Business marriage is just you and your husband. Ooh, that's scary. Um, because human beings. Ooh, and it gives me a chill that I wasn't aware of this thing, and it bothers me a lot. You know. Yeah, independence also is which leads back to independence. Maintain your individuality. Healthy relationship for both partners pursue their interests and their friends and outside of the partnership. Individuality is very crucial. Time commitment and the relation and spending time together is also another thing. Making commitment to time. Do we find time to go on vacations together? Do we go on, while we are still married, do we still date? Do we go out on date nights? These things are crucial. What are your emotional availability, for both partners, and to be ready for commitment, challenges that come with a serious relationship? What are the challenges? Living together, everything outside forces, in a day to day. I mean, outside attraction. Is this person addicted to porn? Hey, and these things. Do you consider that cheating, or is this the lifestyle for you? What are your support system? Before, your father, your church, your mom, your family, friends, you know, do you have a support system that supports you as an individual? You know, these are some of the things. And, how do you feel? Because for me, I love gifts. Yeah, I'm the old time traditional, relation. What kind of relationship do you want? A traditional relationship? Do you want a 50-50 partnership? Which now that I go older, it's like, no, a 50-50 relationship is crazy. When I was younger, somebody told me, like, finance, romance without finance is nuisance. Is this person support as a woman? Do you expect this person to support you financially? These were the things I love to consider. What are the future considerations? Am I gonna get married and live with your parents? Or, are you an apartment living person, or do you like to live in a house with a big garden or a small garden? Do you want to plant vegetables? you know? These are some of the things. I mean, on birthdays, do we celebrate birthdays? Do we celebrate Christmas? Do we celebrate Valentine's Day? You know, what are your lifestyle? What your lifestyle will be? Will we still be traveling on vacation? Will we be traveling in economy when we travel on plane? Will we be traveling in business class? Or do we want to get a private jet? You know, To me personally, if you're going to go marry someone with and have child, you shouldn't be studying. Nope. No, you should already have an established life. And ladies, don't get. I personally, if I had to choose over, I would never marry someone who doesn't have already at least a house and a car and a decent job already prepared. And you have to show me that you are able to provide for me when I'm pregnant. When I'm pregnant, I'm supposed to still be working for you, working, taking care of you, 50-50 paying the bills with all the stress that's going on in my body. You know, am I supposed to still do the 9 to 5 and probably overtime to help maintain the bills with a child coming in? To buy diapers, who will be buying diapers? Will I have to be 50-50 buying diaper for our child that I carried for 9 months? Clothing, will we be asking other persons how these some small things, to consider. These, ladies, talk to people who already have relationships, who already married, who already have kids, and is willing to be open. Research things that are needed. There's so many things, you know, and there's nothing wrong with choosing like a 50-50 relationship over versus a traditional marriage, but you have to research exactly what a 50-50 is or what a traditional marriage is. Traditional marriage overall, as a woman, you stay at home, take care of the kids, the household, and overall, try 50-50. When your body is tired and sore from having children, and you come home and you cook clean, and the man sit and play games or watch the news. That's not really 50-50. That's more like a 90-10. The woman bearing 90% of the everything, and the man doing 10%, just giving maybe half of the money for the bills. That's not 50-50. Um, these are the things I wish I knew. I wish I researched more. And I hope someone out there sees this and decide to take a check. Um, talk to the lead elders in your church. Talk to the elders in your family, and don't think when someone give you advice it's bad advice, because and don't get a relationship coaching and a marital coaching and therapy. All of these things will help you to prevent some of the mishaps of a relationship. Again, as I say, I will try to be here more frequently. And thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. And thank you for joining Vance Mind. Have a lovely day, lovelies, and bye bye.